Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sends a lovely whiff of joy into the air. Terribly sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh. We're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right. You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me more. Isn't technology wonderful? You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No. Of course not. Just press the send button below the news story you want, and whoosh, it will magically appear on my teleprompter. Be sure to hit the send button, otherwise I won't get the news story. Oh dear, you didn't send me any news stories. Please send news, or I shall have to do magic tricks, and I don't know any. On in 5, 4, 3...
And now it's time for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. Hey, that's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the news you need to start your afternoon with a smile. Inspector Royston Luckenbill reminds the public that the alleged murderer, known as Foggy Jack, does not exist. No, he's just a fairy tale, states Inspector Luckenbill, and we all know how horrible those are. There are definitely no victims found in the street in the morning with certain organs surgically removed. No. And even if there were, what on earth were those people doing out after dark, eh? Everyone except the
I screw this guy
at
out so
home,
much.
listening to Uncle Jack's bedtime stories. I'm sure that the girls in question were just running carelessly with scissors. Oh, yes, well, as we all know, one can't be too careful doing arts and crafts, can one? Oh. Next card. Let's see what my producer has handed me now, shall we? Oh, yes. There we go. The Geological Society has awarded its highest honor to Charles Hutton Lyell, Expected Places. Oh, and here I thought it was just me forgetting where everything was. His new research proves that this phenomenon is not at all in your head. Our city happens to be located in an area of unusual seismic activity. Things really do move around. What a special place we live in, don't we? Perseverance makes honor bright. Next card, please. Did you hear a loud explosion last week? Do you remember how... Sinkhole... Scarlet? Oh, dear. Well, it seems that some citizens in the vicinity of the Scargill Mines facility heard what seemed at first to be a loud explosion. But there's no need to worry. No, it seems that those jolly miners were just testing their fireworks for the annual Victory Day celebrations and set off fireworks and sparklers. What a lot of scamps those chaps are. The company, of course, apologizes for any alarm that the noise may have caused, but I, for one, can't wait to see the fireworks. Next card, please. Wait. Let's see what we have here. Oh, dear. The medieval well at the intersection of Albert Street and Tudor Lane is in for a bit of repointing. Yes, but there's no need to worry. No, if you've been using the well up till now, don't worry. There's no need to worry at all because everything is absolutely fine. There's no need to worry about cholera, no. Especially if you're boiling your water. And as proper English people, we all know that the water for tea should be boiling hot. And why drink anything but tea, eh? And there's no need to worry about Jack and Jill, because they'll soon be able to fetch their pail of water again, as soon as the stonework is repointed. Well, I suppose the lights went out because my producer needs to get some more sleep. But I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time, yes. Thanks to our producer for the day, and I hope they're better at their regular job. Wouldn't be hard, would it? No, almost kidding.
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery. There are so many happy, excited people. What should it? Nice to hear that lovely joy gas hissing through the air. Put away those now will be under your smile. No one really wants anything like this. Be afraid all you gotta do is run. 'Cause when we were young, we just a child and we start to all we do is smile. Let's try a stranger on for a while. Something could change for a brand new start. Hide all the raindrops under your tongue. They're only tears. There's nothing to fear. Oh dear. That sounds like the ventilator's a bit off. Shame. It sends a lovely whiff of joy into the air. Terribly sorry about the telly in there. People keep stepping on the cable. Oh. We're back again. Hello there. You must be the winner of the Uncle Jack Fan Club's Get to Know Jack contest. At least I hope you are. Well, the bobbies at the front door have been very sloppy indeed. As you know, I'm Uncle Jack, and I'm always happy to meet my fans, especially if they can help me. Over on your right, you'll see the news feeding machine. That's how you feed me the news stories I'm supposed to read. To your right. Your right. You'll see 3 news stories to choose from. Do try to give me a happy one, won't you? Sometimes the writers get a little mischievous. You can only feed me news after I finish reading the preview story. The machine will light up to tell you when to send me a Isn't technology wonderful? You'll have to wait for me to finish the story I'm reading before you send me another one. You wouldn't want me to get muddled, would you? No. Of course not. Oh, splendid. I'm sure you'll do a smashing job producing my show today. Just remember that we only wanted to see good news. Fortunately, all the news that writes was is good. Here we go. On in 5, 4, 3...
And now for the Good News Hour with Uncle Jack. That's me, Jack Worthing. I'll give you all the good news you need to start your day with a smile. Some people have noticed that the happier they get, the less they can do. If this is you, not to worry. You're just overdosing on joy. When you've had a little too much joy, about all you can really do is laugh and skip and run and play and wait till your joy comes down to a normal level. In the meantime, enjoy the pink chimney smoke and the lovely music that alarms make when they go off. And the jolly laughs that the bobbies make when they're protecting us from downers. Aha! We have a lost and found announcement today. Miss Letitia Prism has lost a handbag. Now, she can't quite describe the handbag, as it has been some years since she last saw it, and she only now remembers leaving it at a train station. But she is wondering if it did not contain something precious. Now, if you should see such a handbag, please return it to Miss Prism at Thomasina House. I'm sure those lovely ladies will treat you all to a nice cup of tea. Tea. The village of Hamlin prides itself on its lack of rats. Oh, yes, indeed. And not only do we not have any rats, we do have V-meat. Not that there's any, connection between the two. I don't know why I thought of V-meat. Next card. As you know, Uncle Jack, that's me, is a happy-go-lucky sort of chap. I don't ask for much. As long as I have my joy and a competent producer, I'm a very happy man. Here's a bit of a funny story. For many years, Mrs. Valerie Fothergill and Mrs. Mia Fothergill believed they had the same last name because they were cousins. Well, last Thursday, however, they discovered that it is because they're married to the same man. According to Constable John Constable, these days, with their happy faces on, a lot of men look quite similar, he says. Well, you've got to hand it to him, don't you? Mr. Fothergill has been arraigned before the municipal court on 1 count of bigamy. Well, I suppose that's 2 counts of monogamy, eh? Well, they don't say which missus gets to keep him. But if you've also married Mr. Fothergill, please don't hesitate to drop Jack Worthing a line. That's me. Next card. The legendary Simon Says contest at the Church of St. Genesius is back on! Yes! And the pop star Nick Lightbearer will be their celebrity caller. Mr. Lightbearer has become reclusive of late. His Christmas concert ended abruptly last year when the singer broke down in tears of joy and, well, he was unable to continue, even after fans appreciatively threw kitchen scraps on stage. His managers assure the singer's loyal fans that he no longer has the very bad cold that caused the rest of his concert series to be cancelled. Oh, that was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Yes. Our producer did a pretty swell job for a fan, don't you think, eh?
Well, wasn't that exciting? I do wish you could be here, dear viewers. Well, it looks like somebody's having a party in the visitors' gallery. There are so many happy, excited people there. So many. Perhaps somebody ought to check in and, make sure that they're not breaking anything. People tend to get carried away sometimes, don't they? Do you know what makes a party even better? Why, joy, of course. Yes, I bet we'd all have an even better time if somebody would just flood the visitors' gallery with joy, right? You can never be too careful. Any time now. Yes, just fire up an old ventilation system and spread the joy all around. Just like old Scrooge at Christmas. Yeah. And wouldn't we all love a nice Christmas turkey about now? You know, almost anything can be a Christmas turkey with enough joy. Seriously, if somebody would just do whatever it is that you do to turn on the joy in the ventilators. What's the... Nice to hear that lovely joy gas through the ventilator. Always on the shore. Under your smile. No one really was having just like
Don't be afraid, all you gotta do is run. 'Cause when we were young, we just a child, and we start to all we do is smile. Let's try a stranger on for a while.
Hello. Welcome to today's edition of Humor Hour, the show where you tell me jokes. Well, actually, I tell the jokes, but you send them in. And the first joke comes from Mr. Prentice Gibson of Clapperton Town. Mr. Gibson says, what do you call three downers at the bottom of the sea? Not enough downers. Very good. We're starting off very strong today, aren't we? This one is from Brian E. Ditton of Collier's Lane. What's the difference between a downer and a trampoline? You take off your shoes before you jump on a trampoline. How true. How very true. Because you don't want to damage a perfectly good trampoline, do you?
Very good indeed. This is from Mrs. Jemima Hughes of Coronation Avenue. And a joke is, if you see a drowning downer, what do you throw him? I don't know, a brick, an anvil? Well, no, you can't very well throw an anvil, can you? What about a grenade? No. Who has grenades these days? Answer, another downer! I told you it was good. That's wonderful. It's very good. You see, they both drowned. And here's another one. How do you save a drowning downer? Answer, who cares? Very good. Lovely jokes. Lovely jokes today. Very funny indeed. And here's one from, not that one, no, this one here, from Clive Pritchard of Sladebrook Road. Mr. Pritchard, what do you have for us today? Question. How is a puppy like a mortally wounded downer? Answer. Eventually they'll both stop whining. Oh, Mr. Pritchard, you're quite a character, aren't you? Oh. You know, I miss my dog. What am I saying? I don't miss anything at all. I've got it all right here. Ah. Let's see what else we've got. Ah, yes, we have something from our dear friend and faithful contributor, Mr. Persky Blackyan. Yes, as you can tell from his name, Mr. Blackyan isn't actually a real Englishman. He's an Afrikaner from South Africa. But he's doing his patriotic best to fit in. So what do you have for us today, Mr. Blackyan? Question. How is a downer like an apple? Answer. They both look good hanging from a tree. I'm not sure I get it.